Doncic is familiar with. He and the Mavs took down Minnesota 4-1 last year's postseason. But now he's got a new running mate, LeBron James, and they'll have to find a way to stop Anthony Edwards, who's playing with one more year experience under his belt. Okay, Marcus, who will be the best player in this Lakers-Wolves series?
I mean, obviously you have to talk about Luka Doncic, right? What he done to Timberwolves last year, obviously it's a new team. Karl-Anthony Towns is now in Wild, right? But I think they won't have an answer for him. I know Ant is going to, he's going to do what Ant does. Ant is a great player. He's up-and-coming player. I just don't think it's their time. I think it's the Lakers' time. Luka matchup nightmare, right? Then you get a chance to get LeBron James off the ball, and he has other guys that can get it. With that Dallas team, really, Kyrie was the only other guy he could put the ball in his hand. Now you have LeBron James, you have AR that's playing really well. Can you double Luka Doncic, right? Yeah. Can you get him on an island with those bigs and with those guys? Can they slide their feet? His confidence is through the roof right now. He's been playing really well to end the season. I think it's Luka.
Stephen A?
I don't blame you for that at all. That's obviously the smart pick. I mean, man, when they beat Minnesota last year, the brother averaged nearly 33 on 43% shooting from three-point range, and the way his J has been clicking over the latter part of the end of this regular season, the last couple of weeks or so. There's no doubt that that's probably the right answer. I'm just going to be. I'm going to tell you what I'm fantasizing about. I'm going the route of Anthony Edwards on this. And I'm glad they got the ISO shot. Looking at me right now, let me tell you something, Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, are you listening? You are a superstar in this league, my brother. Box office. I don't want to see what 19 points a game this season against the Lakers on 40% shooting, 32% from three-point range. Not good enough. Not good enough. In order for the Minnesota Timberwolves, because see, Marcus, I know that Anthony Edwards is watching, and I know he's going to answer the call because I'm calling him right. This is the only shot Minnesota has of even making this a series, because I could easily see the Lakers winning this in 6, okay? That's what I'm predicting. Here's where it gets interesting. If Ant-Man himself says, I'm sick and tired of these damn superstars and LeBron James and Luka Doncic, I got something to say about that. I'm Ant-Man. That's who the hell I am. And I'm not going to be averaging 19 points or 40% shooting. I'm going to show you who the hell I am. And if this brother goes out on a court and looks like he looked in the first round against KD and Phoenix last year, looks like he looked in the second round against Denver last year, if that Ant-Man shows up, you got a potential 7-game series here back in L.A. I think that's what is needed. I think Ant-Man knows it. And I think Anthony Edwards, reminiscing on Luka and how he gave it to them in the Western Conference Finals last year, is going to answer the call. And Anthony Edwards that brother going to win about 2 or 3 games by himself. Anthony Edwards is averaging over 30 this series. That's what I'm predicting. He going to put on the show. Great
player, man. He's definitely showing flashes of Michael Jordan. I'm going to go ahead and just put that out there. But
yes, he is.
LeBron James and Luka Doncic, I just think it's just too much, right? You're going to have to put the load on Anthony. You're going to have to put the whole thing on
I'm predicting the Lakers to win.
I think the Lakers going to
win the series.
For sure they're going to win the series. But the dynamics of having guys being able to box them in, you alluded to only averaging 19 points. That's probably the best in the league against Ant Edwards, especially the dynamic season that he's had. I need to see more from Julius Randle. I think Julius Randle needs to have a really big series for them to even have a chance, right? They're going to play Gobert off the court. I don't think Gobert can be a factor at all. And that's going to look to him as leadership, right? If he doesn't play, how does he react? I don't see him being able to play when you can put so many different players at the 5 and spread the floor. I just think that the Lakers have too many weapons, and Ant Edwards is going to do Ant Edwards. He's going to be great. He's going to have an impact on this series. I just don't think it'll be enough.
Well, Shannon keep joking about Lakers in 5, right? I'm telling you, Ant-Man need to be that superstar in order for it not to be in 5 or 4. I think that he has to be a superstar in order to push this to a 6 or 7 game series, because he's going to have to deliver 2 games himself. And yes, he has looked Jordan-esque. Yes, the J has improved. You see the way this brother doesn't hesitate to pull up. But I got some other names to call out. Yo, Jaden Daniels, did you know that LeBron James is shooting 55% from the field when you guard him? What you going to do about that? What you gonna do about that? Minnesota, did you know that Luka had a field day with you en route to the NBA Finals last year? What you gonna do about that? What you gonna do about that? That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it from that said Jaden McDaniels. I apologize. McDaniels, 55% shooting. That LeBron can't do that. Okay, Julius Randle, LeBron averaging 46% shooting when you guarding him. That has to change. Yo, Julius Randle, when you were at the Knicks, as great as you were in the regular season, you tailed off precipitously come postseason, like Marcus just pointed out. What you gonna do about that? Rudy Gobert, liability defensively on the basketball court for Minnesota. Whenever Luka shows up, Luka get out of damn cab. And Rudy Gobert allergic to seeing him. It's a problem, okay? So he gonna have to be on the bench. And this is the game winner against the You see that? Look at that. That's game winner right there. We saw that when he was in Dallas. This kind of stuff that happens. I'm just saying, there's a lot that has to happen. I know it. But Marcus, it starts with Anthony Edwards. A superstar has to show up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I believe that brother will. Anthony Edwards, I'm predicting right now, he's going to put on the show.
I got another superstar that needs to show up, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks heading into the playoffs with a healthy Giannis after missing him for the entire postseason a year ago. They're set to face the Pacers in their first-round matchup. Hope their star big man can carry them to a series win. Unfortunately, Milwaukee still without Damian Lillard, who has no timetable for his return. Huge loss right there. Marcus, are you more confident in the Pacers or the Bucks in this series?
Listen, no Milwaukee Bucks without Dame Lillard is tough going into the playoffs. Like, you need the guys. Like, you need one or two, maybe three superstars to actually carry a team. Giannis is a really good player. Indiana has been playing really good basketball. They've been here before with the exact same team. Their bench is playing really well. I like Indiana just because of the continuity of the team, right? They play together. They believe in guys. It's not just one player. When you talk about the Bucks, Giannis had to score almost 40 points a game, 50 points, for them to even stay in this series, right? Giannis is a good player. Who steps up and takes that Dame Lillard role? I don't see anybody in Milwaukee on the Bucks that can fill in for Dame Lillard, right? That's a big missing piece. Listen, I think Indiana take this one easily.
Stephen A?
I'm not going to say easily, because I think that Doc Rivers has made an incredible adjustment, putting the ball in Giannis's hands as a playmaker. And Giannis has shown up and really has shown out. He's an MVP candidate as well. Averaging 30 and 12, my God. I mean, this brother's something special, make no mistake about it. And obviously there's a level of urgency with Milwaukee, because if he goes home, who's to say he's going to want to stay there past this season? You never know. You can't rule out the possibility of him asking to go elsewhere. I haven't heard anything like that in terms of whether or not it will happen, other than reports saying that it's possible. But why shouldn't it be? Because what's their future, particularly if somehow, some way, Dame's future is a bit questionable, to say the least. Without Damian Lillard, I don't see Milwaukee winning this series myself. But I see Indiana winning because I love the way that they play. I love how offensively potent they are. And I love the energy level, the adrenaline rush that they get come postseason time, which we saw from them last year. They've tasted this before. They know what they're doing. With Milwaukee, without Dame, my attitude is, okay, he's a playmaker. It was nice to see Connaughton come on strong, particularly yesterday. And that guy does what he did in the playoffs a few years ago when they won the championship. Who knows what could happen? Kyle Kuzma could give you something as well. He's a healthier version of a Chris Middleton, per se. But they don't have enough, in my estimation. I love Bobby Porter's being back, but they still don't have enough to beat Indiana.
It's a shame that we're not going to get to see them at full strength. I mean, barring any major changes that come. But I want to ask you this, Marcus. What do you think a first-round exit could mean for Giannis's future? Do you think they run it back next year, full strength with Dame back, or do you see him taking his talents elsewhere?
If I'm Giannis and we don't get past this first round, I think I'm going to sunny Miami. Listen, it's wide open over there. You can start something new. No, it's a really big market.
They need someone.
You know, they need. It's wide open, right? And then you talk about Dame as well. Like, do both of them somehow slide to a new team?